You guys have asked for it, so here it is. So my camera settings, usually if you are taking the game more seriously and you want to, play better, play at a higher level, you want to put your camera preset on custom. You want to definitely turn off camera shake. That can literally give you an aneurysm. And you're going to always want to put field of view. And why is that important? Well, I mean, the wider the field of view, it may seem weird to you at first, but the wider the field of view, the more of the play you're actually going to see. So always keep that at 110. My distance, I usually like to keep it anywhere from like 300, 310 to like 280, 270. I don't like to go too high or too low. I like to keep it right around 300, maybe a little less. I like having it a little bit further away, so 280 right now. Height, I always keep it at around 90. You can adjust that as you would like. I like to have mine a little bit higher than my car, but not too much. I don't like to be looking like down at the car. Angle is at -7. Again, you don't want to be looking down at the car. So height, I usually like to keep it a good amount above the car, but angle, I like to keep it pointing more straight than more downward, more forward than downward. So stiffness is just how much your camera kind of adjusts as you turn. Don't really know how to explain it. It's really kind of a weird setting. If you want your game to feel faster, I would put higher stiffnesses, so I would probably recommend 1 or below. Swivel speed is how quickly your analog stick moves your camera around when you move your right analog stick. Transition speed is how fast your ball cam actually spins to focus on ball cam. So if you want it to be slower, like mine is, I keep it on 1. I don't like it to immediately switch to ball cam and just kind of snap to it. I don't like that. Then we go over to my bindings and my sensitivities. I do have steering sensitivity at a 10. That is, extreme to some people. For me, it's pretty comfortable. Aerial sensitivity is at a 4. I don't like having aerials too sensitive because I feel like I lose control. Controller dead zone, I keep it at 0.25 only because I stall on these bindings, so I would preferably like to be on probably 0.1 to 0.15 instead of 0.25, but since I'm stalling and I'm a freestyler, I keep it at 0.25, and it's still playable on competitive. It's just you feel a little bit slower. And I also have dodge dead zone at 0.25 as well. I used to have it at 0.75 and it felt terrible. It makes your car feel so much slower to dodge. So if you want to feel quicker, I would suggest probably keeping it at 0.25 or lower. And keyboard and mouse stuff, don't ever really use it, so I'm not even going to go over that. Then we're going to go over to my bindings here. So I have, normal right trigger, left trigger for forwards and backwards. I've got the normal turning for the sticks. Jump is still the same. Boost is, however, on right bumper. So I play with a more kind of comfortable controller layout. So the boost is kind of on your index finger. And then I also have power slide on the left bumper and air roll. So a little fact about myself when I'm freestyling, I actually don't use the same kind of freestyler bindings that, let's say, Jazer, MK, all these really good freestylers use. I actually use just straight up air roll right here, which means I can spin whichever way I want. Just all I have to do is just change the direction of my analog stick, which is pretty useful. I find it very comfortable. Of course, I can't really tornado spin and do some of the spins that other freestylers can do. I can do them, but it takes more of an effort to do them. I would suggest if you're going to get into freestyling, I would probably suggest learning just directional air roll instead of air roll, because you're going to have a more wide range of spins that you can do. I kind of cucked myself with the amount of spins that I can do using only air roll. So I would not recommend it, but it is very comfortable. I would recommend it for comfort. If you're just trying to do, normal aerials, and if you're not looking to freestyle, then definitely use air roll on just regular air roll, I would suggest. Focus on the ball or ball cam is the same thing. And then for rear view, I have that on the right stick. And then I also have, where is it? My scoreboard is on the left stick, and also my use item is on the left stick as well for when I'm playing Rumble. So I haven't figured out another binding for that, which is, it's kind of annoying. But I also have air roll right and left binded to both B and X, or on controller that would be this would be square or circle. I keep those on there specifically for half flipping. So you definitely want to keep some kind of directional air roll bound and use it for, you can use it for normally just air rolling, or you can use it for doing nothing but half flipping. It's completely up to you. My video settings, I play at 1920 by 1080. I have it at full screen. I usually play high performance quality just because I like the look of quality over performance, because performance makes Aquadome look kind of really empty. I don't really like that. So I keep it on quality. And then I keep it on performance, low intensity, and I only have bloom and light shafts on. All of this other stuff will just drain your GPU, and it's really not needed to make the game look... I mean, the game does look more realistic when you put like the high quality shaders and the ambient occlusion and the depth of field and all this stuff. Well, I wouldn't recommend depth of field. It makes it blurry. It makes the game look blurry. Would not recommend that one. But like dynamic shadows makes the game look realistic. The high quality shaders make it look really good. So yeah, I would suggest if you want to have your game feel super fast, only keep bloom and light shafts on and keep these settings that I have. The game will look very simple, so it's going to be easier to concentrate on your gameplay, and it will also feel faster to play. I keep vertical sync off since I feel like it doesn't really help me with anything. It makes the game feel more jittery. And I have anti-aliasing off. I have the render quality at high, I have the render detail at custom, and then I have my frames at 240. Those are my settings. I highly recommend using custom camera settings, custom bindings, and custom video settings, you know, depending on what your GPU can handle. If you prefer the game and how it looks with all the quality settings on, then go for it. You know, if you prefer and want to have more of a try-hard kind of look to your game and feel faster and have the game feel faster, you're going to want to go for performance settings. Definitely high performance. That's going to do it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope that you guys could learn something out of this. If you are new to the channel, subscribe. I make content that's very different from this, and also content like this. So if you enjoyed it, drop a like and a comment as well. And yeah, I will see everybody in the next video. Peace out.